What's up, guys? Lone Noob here, giving you some. Alright, yeah. I've got a thing to talk about. Alright, so this is just Call of Duty on our Rakadan stand, and I'm really good at this map, and it's another good gameplay. I go like 53 and something. Anyway, the gameplay is not important, it never is. I need to talk about the fucking movie A Devil Inside. Holy fuck, this movie is garbage. I went to go see it because my friends called me up and they were like, hey, we're gonna go to the movies, you wanna come? And I was all like, but I've got antisocial things to do, like touching myself and talking to people on the internet. And they were all like, but we're gonna go see it, we're gonna have fun. And I was like, alright, fine. So I show up and I'm all like, alright, what movie are we gonna see? And they were all like, we're gonna see the best blockbuster movie ever. And I was like, holy shit, they made Kazam 2? And they were like, no, we're gonna go watch A Devil Inside. And I was like, you know what? This is that documentary-style Exorcist-type movie, isn't it? Whatever. I'm gonna go in it expecting, you know, something bad. I went into it with really low expectations, and by God, were they completely and utterly fulfilled. The movie... Oh my fucking God. Let me just give you a rundown of what happens here. So, this fucking girl, like, is a girl. And it starts with these guys that are police, and they like go investigate this murder scene, and they're all like, okay, so here's where we found the bodies. They're all bloody and shit. And I swear to God, the theater was packed. I don't know why. I have absolutely no goddamn idea why so many people came to see it. And it was packed with 14-year-old girls. So, holy fucking cock. Every time something mildly, like, interesting happened, they'd be like, ew, gross, or, oh my God, is that blood, or shit like that. Like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's a fucking horror movie. Shut up. And they would scream at everything. Just, you know that high-pitched girl scream that sounds like an ex-convict got his testicles trapped into a car vise? Something like that. So they're fucking, like, watching the movie, and the cops go into the house, and they're all like, well, here's some bodies, and, you know, this one's dead, and this one's dead, and oh my God, just everyone and their fucking mother was at the movies that night. There was the commenters, there was the idiots, there were the guys who think they're funny, there was me who knows he's funny. Oh my God. So, you know, there's that obligatory one douchebag, he's like, he's gonna move! Like, no shit, shut the fuck up! So... fucking, you know, none of the corpses move, and then all of a sudden, the cops hear a noise behind them, and the whole movie is shot in fucking shaky cam, which I guess is the newfangled, like, way to do it. By the way, quick side note, I captured the flag and just got, like, 5 kills. That I actually got really excited during this part. Anyway, so I guess that's the newfangled way of fucking shooting horror movies, where instead of doing things that are scary, you just make things incomprehensible and pop out at you. And then they hear a noise, and they're all like, oh man, what's that noise? And then something lunges at the camera, entirely predictable. And all the girls start screaming, and the black guys in the corner are like, oh shit! And then, like, the fucking preppy white kids are all like, this movie's gay. And then literally, I'm laughing my ass off. I am audibly, loudly laughing at this fucking movie. Oh my God, you could probably hear me across the theater just because of how bad it is. So then they cut to this fucking girl who's apparently the daughter of this woman who murdered a bunch of people because they were doing an exorcism. And she goes to Italy because she's all like, oh man, my mom is here and she's in the hospital and I need to find out what happened. So she goes to this mental hospital and her mom's like, connect the cuts, connect the cuts, connect the cuts. And she shows her arms covered in like a bunch of upside down crosses, and it's all like, oh my God, like who cares? These fucking little girls are like, ew, gross, oh my God, it's so scary, I can't imagine doing that to myself, even though I would because my parents won't buy me a Lexus. And just this stupid shit. And then the funniest goddamn thing happens. They keep on with this scene, and the woman is all like, I don't have a daughter. And then she starts screaming. But it's supposed to be scary, like you're supposed to be like, ah, she's screaming, shut up. But honestly, what happens is I just thought of her going Super Saiyan, because she was like, ah! Like, I honestly thought she was going to grow more Aryan by the second. Holy fucking shit. It was hilarious. So later they move on to these two, like, illegal exorcist dudes operating in the Vatican. The whole place takes place in the Vatican. And they go to this woman's house who's, like, possessed. And the mom's like, I moved her to the basement because I don't know what to do with her. And it's like, oh, okay. So the movie's gonna bring us to the obligatory dark and obviously badly lit basement. And they had all these cameras set up so you could get all these different angles, and it was supposed to feel real, but it just felt extremely stupid. And the girl was a contortionist, so she would, like, pop her shoulders in and out and, like, make gross... Well, they weren't gross, they were fucking awesome, but one of the people I was with was all like, I did not care for that sound much, but I was all like, shut up, it's kind of like lovemaking. So, you know, whatever. So this girl is, like, all bent into her own fucking pretzel body, and then she gets exorcised, and... I swear to fucking God, it's like they were trying to be a bad Exorcist ripoff, because she looks at one of the priests, and she literally goes, like, the guy's name is Peter, and she goes, I want to suck your cock, Peter. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's not good writing. That's not good writing at all. That's just taking a derivative of a good line, you know, your mother sucks cocks in hell, and turning it into a fucking colonoscopy. So, and then she literally has her period on the bed, but it's like a fucking explosive period. And, oh my God, like, all this blood coming out of her vagina. I've never been more turned on in my life. And some more shit happens, and she goes apeshit. And she literally starts climbing up the fucking wall like Spider-Man. And I could have sworn J. Jonah Jameson was gonna kick down their fucking door and be like, I need pictures of that girl. So... you know, other shit happens, and they're all like, now do you see the difference between an exorcism and mental illness? And it's like, okay. So later they meet with the woman again, the lady's mother, and they perform an exorcism on her without the knowledge of the hospital staff. And it turns out she's possessed by like 58 demons. And she literally fucking Hadoukens a dude across the room and like breaks some of the cameras and like stupid shit. And... apparently, she started, like, touching some fucking guy, and he became possessed, and he was a priest. So they show this scene where they're filming a baptism, and the priest just starts drowning the baby. It was actually really funny. And they have this dramatic scene where he's eating a sandwich in the dark, and the woman comes and turns on the light, and she's all like, you really shouldn't eat sandwiches in the dark. It's not good for you. And when she leaves, he turns the light back off. That's not dramatic. That's not good character development. That's just a douchebag eating a sandwich in the dark. Why is that scary? I eat sandwiches in the dark all the time. It's just filled with more self-regret. And then fucking, they go to, like, the later, and the mom, oh my God, I gotta remember, like, what happened. I fucking tried to repress this shit. So they go find the mom again, and they, oh, what happened? Some shit happens. And she dies. Like, the mom just dies for some fucking reason. Oh, no, I remember. Okay, so the mom transferred the demon to the pastor dude, and he drowned a baby. And then later they have this scene where he got a gun, and he literally looks at them, and he starts, like, trying to fight the demon, and he says the fucking holy scripture praise. I don't remember. It's like, hallowed be thy name, and he's all like, stuffed crepes at IHOP. And literally... he says, I forgot it, as in he forgot the prayer, and then the funniest shit happens. He says to say thank you, and puts the gun in his mouth and shoots himself. I laughed for a solid 5 minutes, because it wasn't even, like, dark. It was literally, he says to say thank you, like, oh my God, and everyone was like, ah, loud noises, but I was just laughing my ass off. Oh my God, what an atrocious movie. So then the guy dies, and apparently the demon's, like, transferable or some shit. So now the woman's possessed, like, the daughter, and they take her to a hospital where she slashes some nurse's throat, and that's actually a pretty cool part. And she's, like, doing contortionism where her spine bends, like, past 98 degrees, which was a pretty good band. And she's, like, all possessed and shit, and they put her in a car, and there's the other priest, and the cameraman, and her, and the priest is, like, butt-fucking her in the back of the car, and he's all like, you have to drive faster, love, because we've got to get her somewhere. And the guy's like, alright, I'm driving. And then the bitch, like, starts choking him a bit, and the driver takes off his seatbelt, and it's like, oh, now he's possessed. It's not even, like, a subtle transformation. He literally just deadpan pulls off his seatbelt, and just starts speeding up, and he slams them into a car, and you see like bits and pieces of them in a wreck, and then they're in a car crash. And I imagined, okay, at this point, they're going to show someone alive and possessed, or they're going to show them in the hospital, or something's going to happen. The movie fucking ends. The movie ends. The characters get in a car accident and nothing is explained. And literally the ending title says, the events of Rosie O'Donnell, or whatever the bitch's name was, are still happening. For more information, go to www.rosiemcnabadabsexorcismwiththejabberwockies.com. And then the credits roll. There were audible boos in the audience from how bad this was. Jesus Christ, I was crying from laughter because I knew it would be bad, but I have had, oh my god, like, I honestly cannot believe that a movie like this would be made in a day and age where we have phones that are faster than computers, and we can order McChicken sandwiches for $1. Seriously. Don't go see this movie, or go see this movie in a theater and bring your friends and, like, get the guys from Mystery Science Theater to comment on it. It was bad. It was so... Oh my god. Like, my pubes are itchy right now. And that's weird because I shaved down there. So it's like... It's giving me sensations I didn't even know were possible. Anyway, that's the end of the game. I just wanted to fucking rant this, and I needed an excuse to post this, this gameplay. Because it's a good game, but, you know, it's Call of Duty. I can't really talk over it anymore, not much to say. So please subscribe if you want to see more, like, favorite, all that stupid shit. Here's a bonus clip of me playing the game everyone else is playing. See ya!
Welcome to War Maidens. Now don't let the name worry you. We got plenty of steel for fighting men.